Right. Elizabeth J. Floyd says, everything went quiet for me during Brexit. Clients I've been talking with for a while have suddenly come out of the woodwork because they're thinking about marketing and business needs. And the question's for Sam. Sam, can you explain a bit more about the special features section on LinkedIn?
Yeah, sure. This is a new thing that LinkedIn is currently rolling out. So on your LinkedIn profile, you have your banner and your photo. Then you have the About section, which is all the text. And then just underneath that, it's possible for you to upload links, PDFs, customer testimonials. So you are able, so at the moment, about 50% of you will have the old version, which is when you go into your About section and edit, you'll see the ability to upload a document or upload a link. And if you have the new version, it will show as what's called a featured section. And if you don't see it, then you can add it through the add a profile section at the top of your profile. And it allows you to, put links out to landing pages, send people to, booking pages. It can send people to anything you want to send them to. And you can also feature articles. So if you've ever written an article, and this would be a good time to be writing articles at the moment to demonstrate your expertise, you can feature your favorite articles. You can even feature a piece of content that you posted, and you can actually put a link directly to that piece of content. So it's a brand new section. It makes your profile look very, very visual. If you're not sure what it looks like, go check out my profile on LinkedIn and you'll see at the bottom of my About section. I would recommend having 6 to 12 kind of media links or documents underneath your About section. And if you go check out my profile, if you're not sure how to do it, just send me a message on LinkedIn and I'll help you.
Okay, her name is Sam Rathling. The next question's for you, Sam, but I'd also like Anthony and Simon's view on this because there's an element of cold calling and also sales about it. So I'll ask Sam first. Would you use voice notes on LinkedIn? This is from Colette Cooper. Only for people you know, or do they work for cold approaches?
I would say at the moment, I would be using them for people that you either are already connected to or know personally, just to check in with them. I wouldn't necessarily be using voice notes for prospecting or sales pitching at the moment. It can work, but in the current environment, I would suggest that you use voice and video to check in with people and continue those relationships like Andy was talking about. When things come out the other side, I would say, yes, voice and video can really set you apart when you're prospecting, and allows you to, set yourself apart from the competition. Many people don't even realize that you can use voice notes and video messaging, and most people are used to receiving everything via text. So just by doing that one thing, it allows you to have that point of difference.
Great. I'm going to use that. That sounds like, so otherwise if I've got this lovely BBC voice, why am I writing when I could be doing that? Exactly. Let's bring in Simon Hazeldine. Simon, what's your view on cold calling people at the moment in this climate?
I mean, cold calling is going to be very much an Anthony speciality. He's absolutely the real expert here. But I would think about Anthony. You'll talk about it being proactive business development, I guess, knowing you from previously. I think if you're making contact with people who need what you've got, that will be potentially seen as a more acceptable piece of activity at the moment. I think people are a little bit sensitive at the moment because of what is going on. So I think emotions are being magnified. So I think you should be very, very careful and considered, because I think memories, from a reputational point of view, memories are going to last a long time with coronavirus. And the way certain organizations, I think, have behaved has been noted. I have certainly noted organizations that I won't be doing business with going forwards because of the way they've treated their people. So I think we just need to be a little bit sensitive and cautious about the approach that we're going through now. I think keeping in touch, the fastest way to get new business is to go back to people you've worked with previously. That's always the first port of call that I would suggest you would go to.
Brilliant. Cold call, but only old clients.
Jeremy, on that, I mean, I would guess that, if you enjoy receiving cold calls and emails yourself, or texts or LinkedIn messages yourself, then send them out. Yeah, but no one does. I mean, my inbox on LinkedIn has been awash with people going, hi, we can increase your leads, or Facebook ads. We're specialists. I've never met or know these people. And it is really irritating. So absolutely think about how you enjoy to receive this information, and then maybe mirror or copy that.
Yeah, and I think also any form of contact people like at the moment, I think ring them up, say, how are you? How are you coping? Do you want to buy this? Anthony, that'll work. Anthony, what's your view on cold calling? You're the expert on this stuff.
So a couple of things. I turn cold callers into proactive experts. So the analogy I always give is it should feel like you're dropping off a pizza menu, not knocking on their door and trying to take an order, because that would be rude. I do think that you need to be sensitive in doing this, but technically, I always say the best way to perfect your pitch is to share a success story somebody can relate to. So if you've got a few clients that are all in the same industry that have all written you lovely testimonials, turn them into case studies, reach out to other people in their industry and say, hey, you're probably not looking for this right now, but if you are in the future, have a look at what these guys are saying about us and let me know if you'd like a free test drive. I think there's not that many people who'd be particularly offended by that. So if you concentrate on making it feel like you're just dropping off a pizza menu and not taking an order, you shouldn't offend too many people. With regards to using video notes for cold calling, I think that's too close to, have you all received that recorded message that says, I've heard you've been in an accident, or PPI ones? Do you remember when call centers refused to do those calls and they got robots to do it? I think it's too close to that. So what Sam was saying and Simon, I think, was perfect of, if it's your existing network, absolutely, a voice memo is going to hit the spot so much better than a text message or an email. I've had a few myself. I use it on WhatsApp all the time. It's a really useful way of getting your emotion across, and actually people hearing your voice. And that's why I think now is the crucial time to speak to each other. Is I think we all need to reassure each other that we're okay. I just want to check you're okay, because I'm at home, I'm safe, I've got enough food, I've got a little stash of bog roll, I'm doing okay, all right? I'm going to make it through this. And actually just knowing other people are in that same situation will calm us down and stop us from sharing fake news or freaking each other out on LinkedIn and Facebook. I think that chatting to our neighbours across the fence and just a conversation balances us. And I think if we can be positive without denying what's going on or being ignorant or irresponsible, then sometimes you have to say to people, I don't know what to say to you. I'm really sorry. I've never experienced this. I'm just here to listen. And that's what a lot of people want. So I think that do send those voice memos. I think they will hit the spot a lot more than a text or an email would. But do it like it's a voicemail after you've tried to phone them and perhaps they didn't answer.